three of you guys walk up to the closed stone doors. The one guard is still positioned out front of the tower. You then grab your hoop.
I'll put it in.
You see Bonray goes, all we have to do is figure out this entrance. How many crystals do you have?
I have 3. So one is empty, which that looks like that's what he used to get in here.
He goes, yeah, that's what I was figuring. You see Drana goes over towards the cover. She starts kind of inching it off.
So if there's a third person to stay behind, who's going to be the third person?
So he goes, well, if you want to, he goes, I'll stay on the other side and hold one of the crystals, maybe.
Just try to touch Mira as I'm holding it.
Okay, roll an intelligence check.
And she's holding me. 12.
12, alright. You then hold the crystal in one hand with Drana wrapping around your waist. You hold the crystal in your right hand, and your left hand then touches the bare mirror. As you touch the mirror, you actually feel that whole magic like going right through your fingertips of your left hand, and just shocking right through your whole body. You feel your whole self go blind for like an instant. You actually feel the whole like weather change completely to a cold, damp like feeling. You feel your feet then hit like a mud and like a dirt like area. It's a very, very dark like hallway. And you see like there's stone black stone walls. There's a mud ceiling.
Is Drana with me?
And there's a like a rotted wooden door in front of you. No, you're actually by yourself. And you actually see the mirror right behind you.
I'll wait a little bit until the next person comes through.
As you sit back, you stare at the door. You look off towards the mirror. You wait like a good 2 minutes. As you look on the ground where the mud is, you actually see 2 footprints appear, and then you hear a like a magic blast from it. As you see Drana then falls down to a knee. As she grabs her sword real quick and looks up towards you. Oh my gosh. Because I've never been through something like that. Because where are we?
We'll start heading towards that corroded door.
Alright. The door is actually moist to the touch. And there's just a iron bar that kind of comes out as a handle. The door actually kind of sways like a little bit open and then shut. You feel like a odd type of dark magic like in the air. You look over towards Drana to see if she has the same feeling on her face. She's holding her sword. Looks at you going, what next?
We'll start heading forward.
You go up towards the door as you hold the cold steel handle as you start pushing it open. You see it goes up towards the same like rock walls, dirt ceiling and dirt floor. And it goes around towards the right hand side. You do see one of these other torches, like the torches from the tower.
I'll flip it over.
Alright, you walk over towards it. As you walk over towards it, you actually kind of expose your right hand side. Because this outside the door, it goes up a little bit and turns right to a right hallway. As you see, it goes down towards another doorway. You go over towards the torchlight. Alright, you grab it and turn it. And sure enough, a blue light comes up and goes boom.
But there's another door down there. Let's go.
Alright, you start hearing some commotion on the other side of the door. It sounds like human chatter.
I'll put my finger to my lip like shh.
Alright, she nods her head. And she's just holding on her sword.
Okay.
You walk up the 2 short, like little stone steps, and you look over towards the keyhole. In the actual keyhole, you see a small table, and it looks like 2 of these figures are seen. One of them is in leather armor, and the other one only has a cloth on. You can see as they're sitting, they actually have short swords like off on their sides. And it sounds like they're drinking. Starts talking to the other one and going, well, tomorrow will be my last day here. And then I'll be off up towards north. And the other one, human, starts chuckling. As he goes, well, I'll be here another week. I just hope these wretches pay enough for this.
I'm just looking at her like, I need you to be a backup for me. I'm going to try something.
She's okay.
I'll just open up the door and I'll walk in.
You just completely just open it. It, sure enough, is unlocked. Both guys jump out of their seats as they both look over towards you. They look like normal humans, but they actually have these like white paint covers their face to making them pale. They're almost like speechless as they both grab their short swords as they pull them out. They both look over towards you.
Well, the tower's re-secured. We just got a support from you guys. He's up there protecting the tower. The Griffin just pulled a few other people away. So
they roll intelligence checks. You see the guy with the armor lowers his sword and starts putting it back in his hilt. He's just, "Hush." You see the guy with just the cloth armor. You see he holds out his sword. He goes, "Oh yeah? Show us your symbol. Where did the witches brand you?"
I'll pull out the book. I just like, am I not a warlock? And I'll put it back.
"You could have killed one of them in the tower." He goes, "I don't believe you. You show us your brand." The guy with the leather looks back over towards you with curious eyes.
Okay. I'll go in to show him my brand, but I'll pull out a dagger and throw it at him.
Alright, you take the dagger and you just chuck it at him as hard as you can. Yeah, you can.
Oh my! It's a 1.
As you grab the dagger, you actually pull the side of your belt and you pull it off. You actually feel your belt loosen. As you actually feel your pants kind of fall down towards your knees. And the dagger, the pommel of the dagger falls on the ground in front of you. And your dagger actually falls on the ground in front of you. As you see the guy in the cloth goes, "Oh! They brand us on the back!" As you see, he kind of like is shocked at your sight. As you see the guy in the leather's, his eyes like open up wide. He looks at you and is like, "Oh my God, man!" As he starts stepping back a little bit, he goes, "You are not one of the witch's servants." As you grab your pants as quick as possible, as you're like, "Oh my God," you're slightly embarrassed. And behind you, you hear Drana then charges in the room as you see her foot goes up and kicks towards the guy with the leather. Looks like it hits him in the chest and holds him on the table for like a little bit, and she then drags out her sword like wildly. You then attach your pants, and the guy with the cloth then attacks towards Drana. Oh my God, people are rolling bad. He swings towards Drana. As she then parries at his sword flings out of his hand and shoots into the wall close to you, and just kind of flops stuck in the wall. She then pulls her sword back and pushes it through the center of his chest. You hear him like gurgling. Now the guy that's underneath her foot, he then pushes her off. She hits a wall, and she parries his attack with his short sword. And then you attack. As he dodges your attack, she takes her sword and swings it towards him. Another one. She swings towards him. He then parries her sword off to the ground. You see he throws a heavy knee into the center of her chest as you hear the wind go out of her. His elbow then connects to the center of her back and drops her like a sack of potatoes. She hits the ground. You then swing at him. You hit him off towards the top of his shoulder. He then falls backwards from the shot. He then rushes towards you. Oh, good lord, these guys are vicious. You take a shot as your back hits the crease of the blade. The blade actually penetrates the top part of your armor. It's him. 12. You guys both clash swords. As his back hits the table, Drana then grabs both his legs and tries to tackle him on the ground.
Look at her.
Oof. If she hits his legs, he swats at her off. You get to do another attack as that drains him his attack.
Oh.
You swing as your blade then goes and hits towards the table, and the guy on the ground, he's scurrying to the door. This guy then swings off towards you, completely misses you. You swing at him. Oh, you land on a shot.
10.
Alright, you hit him dead center of the chest. His body hits the table, then crashes to the floor. As Drana gets up, recovering. You look over towards the guy on the ground. You push it through the center of his back. As Drana starts standing up, she's like, "Oh my God."
I'll start looking for black crystal.
The warrior with the leather armor. You find a pouch on the side of him.
What?
2. You also find a set of keys.
Drana, you ready? We're going to try something.
Alright, she looks over towards you.
We're going to try to get Bonray through.
She goes, "How are we going to do that?"
We're going to send a dead body through the portal with a crystal.
Oh, that might actually work. Leather or non-leather? As you guys
Non-leather is easier to pick up.
Drana goes over towards the hands and dragging them towards the steps. As then you grab towards the legs. You guys take them all the way down the hallway. As you guys both make your way into the room with a mirror.
I will tie one of the crystals on his chest, place the crystal in his one hand.
Yeah.
I'll just wrap my hand around his hand to make a fist, and I'll grab his hand and I'll press it up against the mirror.
Sure enough, you see the body then just disappears instantly. It's gone. You see, she looks over towards you. She
I will
goes,
have a big smile on my face.
"Mr. Tanuak, you're very smart." She starts giggling. She goes, "It worked." You guys hear a blast come from behind you from the mirror. You fall forward. As she falls forward, she jolts around towards the mirror holding out her sword. As Bonray walks through, as he goes, "Smart idea, Mr. Tanuak," as he has the crystal and puts it in his pocket.
I'm like, oh no, that was all Drana.
She goes, "Yeah, I figured it would work."
Like, no, it was all me. I'll start
She
walking.
looks over towards you with an angry face. You see Bonray puts on his helmet. He goes, "Where are we at?" As Drana starts filling him in,
Yeah.
you guys look around that right-hand corner. You look over towards that corner that goes down towards the closed door.
We'll start inching up.
All right, you guys go to the door, and Drana opens it up with her sword like a little bit. As you guys both kind of poke your heads in there, you don't see anyone else in the door. You guys all start entering the room. Drana starts going towards the door. She starts kind of opening it up.
I'll go before.
All right. You open the door as you see two small stone stairs that go down into a real short hallway. There's a cage hanging from the ceiling from your left, and there's a cage hanging over to the right of the ceiling. The left cage, it looks like a body. You see the body looks dead. It looks like a male. He has like just tattered clothing on, and he's just kind of laying limp inside the cage. Over to the right, you can see the cage is empty. You guys walk over towards the door that goes all the way down towards the end of this hallway. Sure enough, you see Bonray starts walking out of the room you guys just left. He makes his way down towards you guys also. You go up towards the double doors. As Drana goes up towards it, she looks at the door and starts kind of pushing at it. She starts grabbing towards her picks. You start remembering about the keys.
Here you go. Use this pick.
Alright. She grabs the actual keys. The third key she checks on the ring, pops the door open.
I'll walk in.
Alright, you walk in, you see these real nice stone stairs that spiral up. And they go up into just an actual opening. You hear a lot of commotion going on up to the top of the stairs.
Like fighting?
It sounds like a lot of people. It sounds like human voices, like shouts going back and forth. It's hard to understand it, but you start walking up towards the steps. You make your way as you hold your back towards the wall and slowly start going up. You see there's an archway that's opened up, and the archway opens up, and you hear the voices coming in and out. You glance down the hallway where the archway opens up. You actually feel a cool breeze coming through the actual archway. The stairs were actually kind of steep, and they went up pretty high too. I mean, so it seems like you're going up. I mean, you look over and you see the short hallway goes down to a door. The door is like flopping open. You feel a strong wind coming out of that doorway.
Start going towards their door where it's kind of flopping.
Alright. You walk down the hallway. Make a wisdom check. You walk forward. Drana walks behind you, and Bonray walks behind her. You stop, like dead in your tracks, halfway, making your way towards the door, as you feel a wind kind of pushes right out from the wall from your right-hand side.
I'll start feeling that wall.
Alright. You feel over towards that wall, as you see a loose brick.
I'll pull it out.
As you pull it out and hold it, over towards your right-hand side, you actually see the wall kind of dissipate. As you look past there, you see another mirror, and that mirror is pushing air through it. Your jaw drops, as well as Bonray, and Drana draw like, what? You hear the door kick open at the end of the hallway, as you see a guy in black leather starts running down the hallway. He starts yelling off towards you, as he goes, "The tower's under attack! Find cover!"
We'll throw a dagger.
Alright, behind him, it looks like a lot of different people, and it looks like it's on top of like a nice tower, like area. I mean, behind him, the door then kind of closes behind his craziness running towards you. You throw a dagger at him.
Dagger.
Dagger.
15, and then he's going to get a 6.
Alright, you throw a dagger. As it hits him in the lower gut, you see he stops and he falls to his knee. He goes, "No, they're the enemy behind us." You see, holds his chest. As you see, Bonray starts walking towards him. "No, we're the enemy." As he walks towards him, he has his longsword and attacks towards the guy. You see the guy looks up towards Bonray and starts pulling out his short sword real quick. You see the guy holds up his short sword and parries Bonray's attack. As Drana runs off at him. You see the door thing, it opens up from all the commotion outside. You see two griffins fly by. And you actually see Dallin. You see him fighting off two of these leather soldiers.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh my god, what the hell's going on?
I am gonna buck.
You run past this guy, and you run over towards the door as you just move the door out of the way and open it up. You look over, you see Vim, you also see Dallin. You see the one soldier actually has got 2 arrows in his back. As you see, he's still holding his longsword, and he's behind Vim. He's actually defending from behind Vim. There's another soldier fighting him as well. And this top of the tower then has a bridge. It's all the same gray cobblestone that connects over to another tower. So there's 2 towers actually connected with this large bridge area that connects to another tower. You see the drop-off point where the griffins drop off the packages in a ways. So you're walking out one of the main entrances to the top of this tower, while there's actually 2 more on the other side of the other tower. So there's 2 towers connected by a bridge. There's 2 other spots over there.
Okay, I'm gonna go and help.
Right now, your enemies, you see 3. 2 are in front of Down, 1's behind your comrades. You're left of your eye, you actually see another package drop off as you see a griffin hits the top of the tower. And you actually see that same figure that you noticed, the white face paint, is the red goes off to the center of his face. You actually see him on the back of a griffin, looking over towards the commotion going on right now, towards you guys.
Oh jeez, we're gonna have to...
You run off towards where Dallon's at. As you actually see, Dallon takes a nice shot off towards his side. As you see, he kind of cripples, and you kind of bolt into the guy that just crippled him, as Vim is actually fighting off the second guy. You lay into the guy. Make a shot.
5, 6, 11.
Alright. You land your sword right into the side, as he then kind of jolts towards your shot and falls off center towards the ground. As he kind of jumps back to his feet, he looks over towards you holding a sword. Leaps towards you as Dallon's actually on his knee. Tanuak! Never thought I'd see you again! Alright, you hit him. Alright, you land a shot into this guy as you see he falls to the ground, he drops his blade, his blood comes out of his mouth. He's done for. As Vim's still attacking the other guy, the soldier behind you, you actually see the Elven soldier gets run through with a blade. As you see, he holds the center of his chest. As he falls down to both his knees. As the black leather soldier pushes him off his sword as he looks over towards the back of you. As Down then attacks him. Ooh, nice shot down. Oof. Down lays into him pretty nicely. The soldier drops his blade off Down and falls down to a knee. As Down then finishes him off. You look over towards Vim. As Vim actually finishes off the guy that he's actually fighting. As you look off behind you, Bonray walking through the doors with blood over the front of his armor. And you see Drana coming out from behind him. You look over towards where the rider is. You see the rider is about to take off again in the air, but he stops. You see the rider has the griffin down on all fours, looking off towards you guys. He's still a good distance away. You see the doors opening on the other side as the rider's yawning crazy. As you see a couple more henchmen come out. He starts getting off the back of the griffin. His leather armor is piled on his back as well as it holds high on his shoulder. You see long black hair kind of goes off towards his sides. As he grabs a long black blade, he kind of pulls it out. He's shouting off in a different chanting tongue in a way. You see the 2 guys that come out beside him are looking off towards you guys. As you see Vim and Drana start running forward.